Hello, good afternoon, morning, or evening, depending on where in the world you're watching this live broadcast from. My name is Christos Vallanos, and I'll be serving as your host for today's concert, featuring performances by members of the Pharos Ensemble. First, I would like to thank Maria Anagostopoulos and the Greek Institute of Boston for helping make this event possible. This is the first of several collaborations we'll be working on together, and we're very delighted to be bringing you today's performance by this wonderful group of Greek musicians. I'm also the director of the organization that is producing this event, the Autumn Salon, which is a global collective of artists dedicated to the preservation and renewal of the world's timeless cultural traditions, as well as supporting the incredible artists that represent them. The Pharos Ensemble was founded with the goal of presenting the traditional music of Greece and Asia Minor in concert halls and academic institutions throughout the world on the highest possible level, as well as to create and offer educational programming for the traditional Greek music community in the Boston area. The song that you may have just heard if you tuned in at the beginning of this broadcast is actually a preview track taken from what will be the ensemble's first official album, which they plan to release later this year. All funds for this performance will be going to the musicians of the ensemble, as well as to support the continued efforts of both the Autumn Salon and the Greek Institute in offering meaningful and impactful cultural programming both locally here in Boston, as well as by way of the internet to people all over the world. The ensemble's name, the Pharos Ensemble, is taken from the Greek word meaning lighthouse, which I think is a very apt metaphor, not only for the inspiring and beautiful music that they create, but also for the greater role that music, art, and culture in general can serve in our lives, particularly when they become a literal beacon of light during stormy, chaotic, and unpredictable times, such as those many of us find ourselves in right now. So the way that this evening is going to, or this day is going to go, is because all the musicians are spread out virtually, not residing in the same place due to circumstances that we're all very familiar with at this point. We can't have them all perform together. Right now, streaming technology just really isn't good enough for that to happen. But what we can do is feature them one at a time and maybe let them give you a little more of an in-depth perspective on their own instrument and their personal connection to their music. So that's exactly what we'll be doing. I'll be basically handing off to each musician for them to take turns presenting. So without further ado, we'll move on to our first musician. So we'll start with Panos Avazidis, who is a rising qanun player from Ceres, Greece, where he first attended music school before going on to the University of Macedonia and then eventually traveling to the United States, where he went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. He's studied under figures such as Göksel Baktagir, Simon Shaheen, Christian Karam, Alan Murray, and Socrates Xenopoulos. He's collaborated with the Consulate General of Greece in Boston, the Hellenic College Holy Cross Greek Orthodox School of Theology, and serves the Tufts Department of Music as a guest lecturer. I'll let Panos share more about his music and his instrument with you himself, so please welcome Panos Avazidis.
Hello, good afternoon from me too. Hello to everyone, wherever you are watching us from. And a special welcome to my hometown, Ceres. I know that they are watching. Thank you so much for the invitation and the beautiful words you just said about our ensemble. My name is Panos, and I'm a qanun player, or as we say in Greece, kanonaki. That's the instrument. And this is an instrument that we can find mostly in the music from Anatolia, or Asia Minor, as we're calling it. And this is the main music that we're performing with the ensemble. And I have the pleasure to, right now being in Boston actually, but not being able to perform with my fellow musicians, but we are lucky enough to at least be able to meet online and keep playing and keep doing what we love and what helps us overcome moments like this. So music. So today I'm gonna play two songs for you. One is Greek and one is Turkish. Actually, the Greek song is called Monacholios o Kostadis, and it's a song that we have in our repertoire. And actually, it was gonna be in the next album that we're waiting for the situation now to finish, and we're gonna be in the studio recording it. And then second song that I chose to perform is a song that helped me so much through the years of my musical career until now. And the moments that I wasn't so sure if it was gonna go further, this is the song that helped me overcome these difficulties, and I think it's the perfect song for this difficult situation we're all living into. So let's start with some music. be honest, this is a song that I play since I was very young, and I was waiting this moment to be able to play it again, to be honest. So the next and final piece, so I can give the turn to my fellow musicians too. It's called Dalgalar, and it means waves. And it's a solo kanun piece, which is something that we don't usually do. And so I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, Christo for the invitation, and of course the Greek Institute. And I hope you all stay safe.
Thank you so much, Panos. That was beautiful. Moving on, we're going to move to vocals with Irini. Irini is a musician who was born and raised on the island of Crete, where she grew up hearing the music of her ancestors as sung by her family who were descendants of Greek refugees from Smyrna, formerly known as an area of Anatolia, which is now known as modern-day Eastern Turkey. Irini then went on to study contemporary music in London and toured for several years as the lead singer for Cirque du Soleil, and then eventually ended up also in Boston. I have to say I'm very grateful for Berkeley, for this very interesting program at Berkeley, the Global Jazz Institute, where these musicians all had the opportunity to come together. Boston, Massachusetts is, it's a certain location in the U.S., but it brings together so many interesting people, and I'm just very grateful to have the opportunity to connect with these amazing musicians and to see how they've all come together to create this beautiful music. So Irini's journey brought her to Boston and to Berkeley as well, and it was during this time that she started to go deeper into this musical heritage that she inherited. And so that's a big part, I think, of how Pharos Ensemble has come together to create this beautiful sound that brings together traditional music but introduces it in a new light. So please welcome Irini.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here with us. We know this is not the ideal situation for our ensemble to perform for you, and we hope to get the opportunity to do this all together in the same room very, very soon. I just want to say that I wish everybody that's watching us is healthy, safe, and your families and your loved ones are safe and are staying healthy. So today, as Christos mentioned, we are playing music from Asia Minor. And this is quite important for me personally, since this is the heritage of my family who were refugees from Izmir. And I will sing a couple of songs for you today. So the first song is Από ξένο τόπο, which is a song that is shared amongst various different traditions. And it is quite funny how many different countries claim the same song as their own. So that, makes us realize that music is universal and is something that connects us rather than separates us. So let me just get my key. Από ξένο τόπο κι απαλλαργήνω, από ξένο τόπο κι απαλλαργήνω, ήρθε ένα κορίτσι φως μου 18 χρονών. Ήρθε ένα κορίτσι φως μου 18 χρονών. Έχει μαύρα μάτια και σκουρά μαλλιά. Έχει μαύρα μάτια και σκουρά μαλλιά. Και στο μαγουλό του φως μου έχει μια ελιά. Και στο μαγουλό του φως μου έχει μια ελιά. Δε μου τη χαρίσεις, δε μου τη πουλάς. Δε μου τη χαρίσεις, δε μου τη πουλάς. Την ελίτσα που έχεις φως μου και με τυραννάς. Την ελίτσα που έχεις φως μου και με τυραννάς. Δε σου τη χαρίσω, δε σου τη πουλώ. Δε σου τη χαρίσω, δε σου τη πουλώ. Μόνα τη χαρίσω θέλω σε εκείνο που αγαπώ. Μόνα τη χαρίσω θέλω σε εκείνο που αγαπώ. Από ξένο τόπο κι απαλαργινό, από ξένο τόπο κι απαλαργινό, ήρθε ένα κορίτσι φως μου 18 χρονών. Ήρθε ένα κορίτσι φως μου 18 χρονών. The next song is Menexedes και Ζουμπούλια. It's a song that the Pharos Ensemble released exactly a year ago as a single, and it is going to be included in our upcoming album. Αν έχεις αμπέλια, χωράφια και ελιές, πουλατά, μικρούλα μου, και κάντα δράχμες, πουλατά, μικρούλα μου, και κάντα δράχμες. Κάν τα σκάλες στα μαλλιά σου, κάν τα σκάλες να ανεβώ, να φιλήσω την ελιά σου που έχεις πάνω στο λαιμό, να φιλήσω την ελιά σου που έχεις πάνω στο λαιμό. Κάν τα σκάλες στα μαλλιά σου, κάν τα σκάλες να ανεβώ. Ήβαλα, ήβαλα, πάμε γυαλό, γυαλό. Ήβαλα, ήβαλα, μόνο εσένα αγαπώ. Αν εσύ δεν με πιστεύεις, τα λουλούδια μαρτυρούν, σε μεγάλον όρκο βάλτα την αλήθεια να σου πουν, σε μεγάλον όρκο βάλτα την αλήθεια να σου πουν. Αν εσύ δεν με πιστεύεις, τα λουλούδια μαρτυρούν. Ήβαλα, ήβαλα, πάμε γυαλό, γυαλό. Ήβαλα, ήβαλα, μόνο εσένα αγαπώ. And the next and last song for you today, and I am cutting the songs a little bit short since we don't have an instrumental interlude or an intro. I will perform for you a song that is called Makber, and it's a Turkish song that has been sung also in Greek. And the version I'm going to sing resembles the version of Rosa Eskenazi, of Thyssikos. Μη κλαις, μανούλα μου, και μην υποφέρεις, ούτε γιατρούς πια, να μη μου φέρεις, ούτε γιατρούς πια, να μη μου φέρεις άμα. Αχ, είμαι φυσικός και δεν θα γιάνω. Μανούλα μου γλυκιά, πια θα πεθάνω. And this is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to watching Vasilis Kostas and George Larnice that are going to follow. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope that you will stay and join us for the question and answer session at the end. Stay safe and healthy, everybody. Greetings from me. I am in Iraklio, Crete right now, so sending a lot of love from Iraklio.
Thank you, Irini. Just want to also second what Irini said and thank everyone who's tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the experience we're sharing with you. We know that it's been quite a journey for everyone the last month or so, using technology to try to connect in ways that we never have before. And this event is certainly an example of that, where we're all coming together to really keep music alive, keep culture alive, and keep sharing it with people as it is meant to. And so we thank you so much for participating and sharing with us. And just as a reminder, all contributions do go to our artists as well as the Greek Institute of Boston and the Autumn Salon. And if you would like to contribute, there is a button. If you're on the Autumn Salon page, there is a red button that you may click. Or if you're watching this on the YouTube video, there is a link that will also direct you to that same place. And then, as Irini also mentioned, afterwards we're offering a little question and answer with the artists via Zoom platform. And there's also a button on the same page on the Autumn Salon where you can click and join us after the show. So we hope you will join us for a little chat there. But moving on, we're going to be featuring Vasilis Kostas, who is a lauto player hailing from Epirus, Greece, and he's a musician who explores the intersections between the traditional style of his instrument and the language of jazz. He's also a graduate of the Berkeley Global Jazz Institute, and is a member not only of the Pharos Ensemble, but of the Global Messengers, which is an eclectic ensemble of musicians from around the world of all different musical styles who've come together through the founding of this ensemble by the renowned jazz pianist Daniel Perez. So please welcome Vasily Kostas.
Hello to all. I hope everyone is healthy and safe during this time. I'm very inspired by Irini and Panos from what I heard so far. This is amazing. I'm very excited to perform two pieces for you today. But before I start playing, I would like to thank Christos so much for coordinating all this performance, the Greek Institute, Maria, Thanasis and Dimitra Anagnostopoulos, and everyone who is attending our performance. I'm going to play two pieces for you. The first one is one of my compositions, which is called Before America. It's a composition that I wrote one day before I left Greece in 2013 and moved to the United States to start my studies at the Berklee College of Music. And the second piece I'm going to play is called Liaskos. It is from the area of Epirus, but it shares a lot of musical information with the musical tradition of the Asia Minor. My attitude today in this performance is to try to explore these compositions and express also my feelings at the moment based on these new times and the hope I also have nowadays about the future and about the new structures that our society can develop, which is I'm very excited for. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, all of you, for attending the performance. this was for me. Thank you so much, all of you, for attending. Looking forward to George's performance. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vasilis, for your inspired playing and also your inspiring words in reference to the new structures, the new relationships we can create during this time. That this can actually be quite a productive time for new beginnings and for creative ideas to manifest in new ways. And I do feel that these kinds of experiences are really laying the foundation for that. So I'm very grateful to all of you for participating. And moving on to our final performer, George Larnice, who is a percussionist. He was born in Cyprus and now also resides here in Boston, who plays, in addition to the traditional drum set, a wide range of percussive instruments from all around the world, such as the darbuka, the bandir, the devil. I might be getting some of those pronunciations wrong, but I'll let George share them with you. George holds a bachelor's degree from Berkeley as well in jazz performance, and a master's from Longy Conservatory, also in Boston, for modern American music. He's recorded and collaborated with many prominent figures such as Dave Liebman, Anat Cohen, Antonio Sanchez, and a Far Cry String Orchestra, to name a few. So please welcome George Larnice.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Christo, so much for the invitation. I would like to take a second and also thank the Greek Institute and the Autumn Salon for giving us this wonderful opportunity to perform for you today with our ensemble. And I truly believe that music is essential, especially during times like these. And I believe that it's an amazing medium to heal. So it's great to see organizations such as yours promoting these kinds of events. I would like to say a few things about me. Like you mentioned, Christo, I was born in Cyprus, and growing up in Cyprus, before I came to the US, I was deeply invested in jazz music as a drum set player. And to keep this short, once I came to the US to study, and I have been here an immigrant in the US for the last 20 years, I really became more interested about my culture and roots, my Cypriot roots. And this is the time in my life, the last 20 years after I came to the US, that I really started learning these drums, like the darbuka, the bendir, the rek, and a lot of different drums I have here in my house. So today I'm going to play for you two performances, let's call it that. I will start with a solo, a drum solo, and then to end my performance, I will play a song for you. And this is a song I discovered these days, and this is from a record. It's from the Secret Trio. It's called Crosswinds. And it's a very meditative song, and I think the composer is Tamer Pinarbasi, which is an amazing qanun player. But first, let me start with a little percussion solo before we get into the next piece. Enjoy. Thank you. So that was my, this was a free improvisation. I hope you enjoy it. If you're wondering, before I play the next song, this drum I'm holding right here is a clay doho la darbuka. And also, if you're wondering what the light is for, it's not for aesthetics. This is to heat the skin. This is a natural skin. I believe this is goat skin. So in order for it to stretch and sound good, I have to heat it because of the humidity. So the next piece is Crosswinds. Enjoy. so much, everyone. Thank you, Christo.
Thank you so much, George. And thank you to all musicians, to George, Irini, Vasily, Panos for sharing today. We hope that we brought a little comfort, inspiration, and light to everyone listening. And also, thank you, George, for sharing your journey, which I think is very relevant story of just the cycles and journeys that we go on with, and also music goes on, as far as starting in one place, one style, taking a journey somewhere else that evolves and renews the sounds of music that come from different cultures and places. I think today that's happening with so many musicians, and even when right now we're physically grounded and can't make those journeys, by creating opportunities for music to still journey all over the world, we're very grateful to. I'm very grateful to be able to offer that today. So once again, if you would like to support us in music and culture, the musicians, the Greek Institute of Boston, the Autumn Salon, we are very grateful for any contributions you would like to make. There is a link, if you're on YouTube, below the video that will direct you to the Autumn Salon site, where there is another button that you can click, the red button. And also, if you would like to join us now for a conversation on yet another virtual medium, Zoom, there's also a button to click on the site for that. So once again, thank you everyone so much, musicians, organizations, audience from around the world for joining us. And we hope to see you again, if not virtually, then hopefully in person sometime soon. So thank you everyone, and take care. Be safe.